Welcome to episode 9 podcast. Woo! Another week, another time. Thursday, we're feeling fine. We got a whole bunch of good videos for you, so welcome back to our little viewing pleasure. You know who we are.
Our viewing pleasure.
So, I guess, PJ, you want to kick this off? Because the first video is something that you saw that
All
was
right.
interesting.
So, basically, I don't know if you guys heard that they invented a hoverboard.
What?
Wait, like a hoverboard, like
You're talking Back to the Future?
Hoverboard?
Yes.
That's how they want you to think of it. But let's watch a video. Tony Hawk is gonna ride the hoverboard, which is I'm sure a
Tony
big
Hawk?
dream for him.
What is he, fucking 55 now? Is he coming out on his walker?
Dude is old, but
He's a legend.
he's sticking with it though.
He's
he
a
seems
legend.
pretty comfortable. Yeah.
Oh shit!
All
I
right,
just
so
showed my whole desktop.
let's play it. Let's do it.
All right, let's watch it.
I don't have the whole video reel thing. Do you guys decide to click a YouTube button?
Folks, this is the real hoverboard right here. So forget everything you know. This is it.
Funny or die, mostly the die part.
Yeah, man, he looks really old.
I think the Funny or Die prank absolutely works.
Is there a reason for the overly large skiing goggles?
Got it.
The hoverboard is just a great way of capturing
Safety first, man.
and letting them know how this technology works in a way that everyone can understand. This can make a serious difference in solving a lot of serious problems.
Who the fuck is this other guy? Do you have any idea who that is?
I have no idea.
This is like a Segway, but worse. The ending was sweet. I like that.
I mean, I think it's everything has to start somewhere. So I think it's a cool start because now there's finally something. I wouldn't really. Is that really hovering?
No.
I mean, what is that?
Oh,
I think what that actually
Save
is.
an inch. And then the only thing it does is spin. Why does it just spin?
Do you
Speaking of
remember?
Albatross.
Do you remember there used to be like this little air hockey set that you could buy that had the puck was huge. It was like maybe the size of a pie, and like there was a fan underneath it, and you could play air hockey with this thing. It was like
Yes. Mhm.
actual size. It's like that, and you're like, this is just not as cool as it sounds.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is the fucking screeching.
Yeah,
Like, why do you ever want to ride around on that thing?
it's super loud.
You have to wear like those super headphones like you use for shooting guns just to ride that thing, just so you can keep it around with circles on a half pipe.
Yep.
No, I agree with Dan, though. This is the start of cool things that I think will come in about 10, 15, 20 years of a more technological-driven future, right? Everything's driven. It all started here, actually, with smartphones. Everything starts driving from there, and then it starts going to other conveniences, cars, you know, modern-day stuff. I think it's just all going to trickle down, and eventually everything will be driven by technology. It's just the natural progression of things.
Totally. As is, that thing sucks.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's awful.
It's really awful.
It's a good start, I guess you could say, but I think it's very unpractical that a lot of people will buy it. So I hope they're not expecting that, at least in its current state.
I don't think people will buy it.
I don't see a use for it. Honestly,
I don't think you can even use it as transportation. Like, it doesn't look like you could just go in a straight
there's
line.
a pebble in the street. Like, would you hit the pebble and fall off the board? Like,
don't
because
even
it's barely off the ground. And how much weight can that be?
Yeah.
You know what I would do is if I was like a billionaire and I was throwing my billionaire party, I'd come out on my screeching hoverboard and be like, "Welcome," just because you could, just because you could. Otherwise, no use for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that if people did buy it, there would probably be some people falling off. I mean, they were spinning around and going crazy, and
I mean, who bought a Segway? Right? This is a less practical Segway. So who bought those? Nobody.
I don't have a Segway over
the
that.
guy died, right? The guy that invented Segways died.
Yeah, do you know how he died? Because I do.
Yeah.
Is it on a Segway?
He segwayed off a cliff.
No, he didn't.
He
No,
did.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Didn't.
Yeah.
So we got a video of that? That's a video I want
How
to
ironic
see.
is that? That is such bad luck.
No, there's no way it's bad luck. He totally did that on purpose. There's no way. There's no way. That's like that scene in Austin Powers and the car is coming at him at 5 miles per hour and he's just screaming no. There's no way he just dramatically drove off a cliff accidentally.
Maybe he made a hover Segway and he was trying to prove it actually works, and he just.
Maybe. He thought he could just fly across the canyon or something.
There's no way.
Speaking of that, I bet it probably looked like this. I got something. It looked exactly like this.
He's like psyching himself up for it. Wow.
And if you didn't see it, let's see. Can I bring this back? Does it let me? It does. Here we go.
Dude.
Wow.
That was like years of build up too. Like that was the day.
Yeah.
But that's probably what it looked like, but off a cliff and on a Segway and as a human being.
4 miles per hour.
Now this thing should go kind of fast, I think.
Oh my god, dude! Not fast
Ferrets?
enough.
Yeah. I'm not into ferrets. Like, what is with the weird pets?
People just like to be
I
different.
have a little
man.
pig. My pig is a little pig. Look at this.
I mean, people have had ferrets for a long time. I don't know. It's weird because sometimes I've known a few people, I feel like, that have had ferrets, and some of them are like, oh, this one's super nice, and then there's other people who's like, it's so mean, you can't touch it. It's like, then why do you have this creature in your house? You can't touch this thing, and you just have to feed it.
You know what I think it is?
Havoc in your life.
I think it's just one of those things that you think it's a good idea at the time, right? Like, I really wanted a hamster as a kid, and then I got a hamster, and I never wanted a hamster, it turns out. I just
stuck with it.
It's just... And I actually know somebody that wants a pocket pig, and it really is just out of pure love. Like, it's just out of pure love for fucking... She just thinks they're adorable. There's no malicious reason.
Pigs are cute, I guess.
PJ, your webcam froze, by the way.
Oh, no.
No, you're good on my end. You're good.
Whatever.
Yeah, but, PJ, you got the next video. This is actually another one that you uploaded.
All right, so this is a bunch of older women, a group of 3 older women who live in, I think it's Washington, where marijuana was legalized recently.
Okay.
So they're going to get high for the first time. They've never done it before. They're pretty fucking...
I love videos like this.
All right, let's dive into it then.
Race-matic. What? BP2. What up, Jim?
I love the fact that they made it like a rap video. So much better.
We're gonna let y'all know how these verbal...
And you've never smoked marijuana before?
No, I've never smoked marijuana.
Is there a reason why you haven't?
My mom needs to do this.
Raising children.
I was a suburban housewife, and we had our cigarettes and our cocktails, and we were happy.
You should show it to her.
Never smoked marijuana before.
It's happening. Let's bring it out there and let them just handle it.
Oh, I have nerves. All of a sudden, I have butterflies.
Yipes. Feel like I'm
We don't know.
I like how they started off with a fucking bong.
To light it.
Okay, let's...
I mean, and then you would just inhale from the top.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
it's going to drag smoke into here.
Here we go. Stand by one.
I love how she prays.
You can gently you can stop lighting it. You can let go of the lighter.
Now take a breath. Oh, maybe not.
Smooth.
Smooth.
Oh,
They're all fucking pros. When I couldn't smoke, like, there's no way. There's no way.
put your whole face over that. Yes, there. Do it like you mean it.
She's already ripped.
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
It's your turn.
They're passing it appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well,
Middle grandma's definitely smoked. That's shit ton.
I
It's
thought.
better than that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it
Except
was
now it's
better
burning,
to do
burning.
the bong and not the cigarette,
Cigarette.
the joint, whatever it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, I can feel some tingle in my brain. Can
I feel
you?
like I'm smiling.
Yeah.
You've played this before.
I've played this before.
Oh, I didn't know you could use all your hands.
No, you can't.
Oh, you can? Well, don't tell me that.
inhale through the straw.
That's great.
Well, I won't tell you what was going through my mind.
What was going on through your
I
mind?
thought it was a dildo, but I've never seen anything on the end of it like this. So it's nothing.
Yeah, feels like nothing.
Oh, this could be dangerously fun.
No, just.
They're playing Cards Against Humanity. Have you guys played that game before?
Green, you can go. Green means go.
Great game. It's hilarious.
I hope this is also like 80.
That straw thing, like, you want to swallow. Jesus, sweet mother.
She got actual smoke.
Okay, in the new Disney Channel.
I love how quick they are to pass it too. Like they don't. There's no hesitation. It's just like, yeah, we're gonna smoke more. Sure.
Christopher Walken or a bleached asshole?
I go for this. Which was it?
The bleached asshole.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my god.
They're all eating.
I could go iron now for days. I love to iron.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
You're kind of
What
weird.
kind of class?
Oh, coming to Broadway this season, Blank the Musical. Okay, so it'd be the South or Queefing? What's queefing?
Cleffing?
Queffing? No, there's no R.
Cleffing?
Queffing? Anybody know what queffing is?
Queefing. Yeah, anybody know what that really is?
It's a very modern word.
Is it, are there other is there more terminology that we'd probably know?
We're all friends now, so I'm just gonna tell you.
Oh, okay.
Fooling around a lot.
Aha.
That's what it's about.
Oh, then let's do that one.
All right.
Coming to Broadway this season,
These grandmoms are great.
musical. When I do it, I really feel like the muscles here
That's amazing.
seem not as tight. And I see a lot of benefits for it. But, yeah.
I totally lost track of what you were talking about.
Sometimes when we're up here, we just get so like, what? What were you saying?
I'm feeling like I really don't care if I understand even.
She's just having a great time.
And so, a little bit of tea, I think, kicked it up a notch.
Are you sure
The
that
tea.
was tea?
Okay, so go ahead and tell us
How I feel.
tell a story, and we'll.
I don't think I think I really inhaled a lot.
Look at this woman struggle with the bag of chips on the table too.
I do not feel as high as they look to me. I don't feel to me as high as they look to me.
Oh, brother. Oh,
Just
God,
like
let's write that one down.
Just like being drunk, isn't it?
Yeah, I would do it again if I can get this bag of chips open. Yeah.
That has to be one of my favorite videos I've seen in a long time.
That,
Pretty great, right?
That was
That's-
just there was no malicious intent. There was no
Not at all.
fucking over political message about why marijuana should be legalized. It was just a simple smoke this and tell us how you feel. I love videos that are just videos. Like it's just no bullshit. It's just
There's nothing
Yeah.
behind it. You don't have to like try to decipher the message. Like this video was just literally they set up 3 grandmothers and be like, "Here, try this. You'll have a great time." And they did it, and they had a great time. And it was just
it was an actual social experiment instead of these stupid fucking obnoxious political agenda ones that I fucking can't stand.
There's no like agenda. There's no push or any sort of like message they're trying to spread. You just watch it and you get the message.
You don't even see them. They don't even want to be. They don't even care. They literally just film something.
Yeah.
And I think that was really cool. I love the reactions. I think that's fucking. It was just
really lighthearted. It just made me feel happy because they were just laughing so much. I'm like, oh, these women are having such a good time.
Well, they're like older too, and that's like an experience that maybe they never would have had, and it might be something, especially if they get like cancer or who knows.
That's true.
I feel like if I was old in a state that had everything legalized, like fuck it. Why not? Why would you sit around like an arthritis pain if you could just like smoke?
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Well, then, anybody have anything else to say about this video?
I don't think so.
All right. So then, in relations, this is actually I got the next video. It is an older man, and it's basically he is creating something cool, which you don't ever really think about. But it's definitely an art form, so let's play it and then we can talk about it. But it's pretty interesting.
What am I getting into right now? What am I about to watch?
I don't know. What's taking so long?
I don't know.
Oh my god!
Someone go to the next video because it's not letting me do it right now.
Oh shit.
I can't go.
We having technical difficulties?
Оранжевого цвета из-за высокой температуры.
Sorry about that, folks. We're back.
Существует два способа обработки стекла. Липкая вытяжка, что вы наблюдаете в данный момент, и второй способ.
So this man is making something out of glass right now. That's just molten glass.
Oh, thank you. I had no idea what the fuck was going on. I'm not gonna lie.
Для того, чтобы сделать скульптуру. Так как из-за резкого...
Glassblowing looks like it'd be a lot of fun.
Стекло очень быстро остывает и теряет эластичность. Хочу заметить, что до сих пор не существует школы по обучению этому ремеслу. Ремесло передается строго по
I can't imagine how hot that actually is right now, though.
линии. Постепенно стекло, остывая твердее, приобретет прозрачный.
I like how it's like an anal probe to blow it up. Right in the booty hole.
I wonder how long it takes you to get that good at it that you can make stuff like that.
Скульптура практически готова.
It's a really good question. I think some people just might have a talent.
Около 700 градусов. Стекло считается холодным.
I think like anything, it takes like thousands of hours to really master something. It's just a matter of dedication.
Остывания стекла скульптура остается на поверхности еще на 1,5-2 часа. Пожалуйста, лошадка готова. Ну что, браво, наш мастер, грация, мастер. И последний.
I would like to think he's in boxers and this is his house. He just blows glass.
Yeah, what the hell is going on? There's like a woman that's in the background, like with a microphone announcing things. It's really weird.
I mean, why did he just start lighting things on fire? What was going on there? But either way, I mean, that was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know the location. But if those are his boxers, those are rather long.
I just said that when the camera was still like knee high, I didn't want it to go down. So like, dude, there was another cool thing I saw on YouTube randomly, related to this sort of style of video. It was called like Pottery Masters or something, but it was just like these old Japanese guys that do like crazy ceramic stuff, and they literally just take something like while it's still spinning and just mold it into this crazy ass pot, and then like just make a fucking pot, like
the movie
with
Ghost.
like the wheel? They have like one of those spinning wheels?
Like the movie Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Ghost.
And they're literally just like molding the thing, and then they just like push it down, and like they do it with enough pressure, so it literally just like makes a fucking like vase. They just make a vase, and then they do all these crazy like decorating stuff with it, like by like hand, and like cut out certain pieces of it. It's like really cool. But
fancy designs and stuff.
it always impresses me how people just say like, oh, this certain hobby or skill set, like I love it so much, I'm just gonna dedicate.
I was just about to say that. Like, what would get you into like, you know what? I'm gonna spin pottery or I'm gonna blow glass. I guess it's just like one of those things. You're like, I'm gonna try it. Why not? And then you end up loving it and you get into it.
Yeah, I think there's just certain things that are more artistic that people appreciate more. Like I think most people have a hobby in their life that they've dedicated either too much time to or a significant amount of their free time to. Like you guys have music, I have like my video games and certain things.
Right.
Certain people just have more show-offable skill sets.
Totally. He's probably got 1,000 of these glass horses around his house.
Yeah, he's got like 3 of them right here. He probably makes 10,000 glass. That's all he does. Makes glass horses.
His fucking wife hates him. Just his whole house is filled with this. They're like, can't you make?
You never buy me anything, and he just
else that you can make.
It's like when we first started dating, I thought this was impressive, but then I realized this was the only one you could ever make.
The only thing you can make.
And he refused to ever make anything else.
Do something else, please.
He probably just makes her a chandelier though when he feels like it.
The chandelier of horses. It's just tons of them hanging.
His whole house is just made of these horses.
He calls himself the stallion.
He built a
He lives inside a really big one. Yeah.
I mean, things are just are interesting. I mean, we have so many crazy talents and things that we can do. I mean, this next video actually is kind of it's a comment basically, and it's like a story, but it's told over a voice. And I'm just gonna play it, but it's definitely true, and it's weird when you think about it. So.
Okay.
Human beings are scary. We breathe a corrosive gas, drink one of the most potent solvents.
Oh, this is just from Reddit?
The preferred method of hunting was persistence hunting, where we chased animals until their bodies simply gave up and died. We can eat just about anything we find, which means that we don't need to stop for food when chasing our prey. If we can't find food, that's fine. Our body will simply begin to eat itself so that we don't have to stop chasing our prey. We walk upright, we sweat, we don't have much body hair, which allows us to radiate away our body heat. This means that excessive time or extreme environment won't stop our hunts. If the animal fights back against us, we can take massive damage to our extremities and lose half our blood and still live. Our entire existence is owed to persistence, endurance, and determination. When we put ourselves to a task, it gets done, period. And this instinct is still affecting us today. 332 BC, Alexander the Great hits a stalemate with the fortified island city of Tyre. Instead of going back defeated, he builds a kilometer-long bridge in order to raise the city. 49 BC, Caesar, after defeating the Gauls and invading Britain, turns a political fight into a civil war by invading Italy with only a single
Caesar?
He eventually becomes dictator, starting a world superpower whose engineering feats are only recently being broken. 1804 AD, a charismatic French general declares himself emperor and sets off to conquer much of mainland Europe. He is captured, exiled, and then escapes. The soldiers sent to recapture him instead lay down their arms and join him. 1961 AD, one man decides that we will go to the moon, despite much of the technology to do so not even existing yet. Just 8 years later, 2 humans stand on the surface of the moon and look back upon the Earth. 200 years ago, we didn't have railroads. 100 years ago, we didn't have airplanes. 50 years ago, we didn't have spaceflight. 25 years ago, we didn't have the internet. We've already inherited the Earth, and soon we will inherit the stars, and anyone or anything that stands in our way will be eliminated one way or another.
That's fucking awesome.
What if the aliens saw that? They just murder us.
That was a really cool perspective. I do like the ending, though, in terms of just assuming that we're going to be the most dominant predator in the universe.
Yeah, I thought it was I watched that, and it's based off, I guess, a comment on Reddit. But I was like, oh my god, this is so true. And it's like interesting when you think about how the human species. I mean, we're technically an animal in a sense, and how we basically just turned ourselves into the most extreme being on the planet, pretty much.
I would imagine all other animals interpret us as animals, right? Because they seem to have reactions.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
So like. It is funny to think that's what the other animals' perspectives could be. Obviously, they can't think the same way, but like, we just go around destroying or taking whatever the fuck we want.
Basically, that's basically how it goes. I actually knew about it. that first part that mentions how we used to hunt. Basically, the humans were trackers.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you're hunting a deer, you can just run it down. Like, so long as you're persistent and you don't stop running.
I never knew that. I never knew that. I never knew that our ability to outlast an animal was so drastic that we could eventually just keep going and they would just give up.
Well, a lot of it comes down to sweating, because we sweat through our pores and most animals don't. Like, if you've ever seen a dog before, they pant when they're tired. Right, exactly. So they're basically sweating through their mouths.
Yeah, they don't have an option to sweat through their skin, which makes it a lot harder for them to be able to keep up a high endurance for a longer time, where we can just, there's people that run like 50 miles in one day just because.
You see
that's you just chasing a deer.
Yeah, you don't even have to do it fast. So long as you stay within its line of sight and keep it moving, it'll pass itself out eventually. It'll become so exhausted it just falls over and dies.
If we ever go back to like older times in terms of like class styles and stuff, I'd be fucked. I would get murdered so fast. Like if somebody could just kill me with no ramifications, what am I gonna do? Fight back?
Yeah, I think that would be the same for a lot of people. You'd see a lot of tough guys taking over a lot of land.
All the fat people would be fucking dead instantly. Like, you would outrun absolutely nothing. You would fucking get killed.
It was different back then. There was not necessarily any heavy-set people, or there wasn't as many, because your entire life existed on your feet. You had to move from place to place. You were always hunting. It wasn't like this life of leisure we have now, where we can just sit around on the internet and make podcasts about videos about us.
That's what I mean, man. That's when people get tough. I always make a joke, because I'm like, dude, you're like 300 years too late. Right? Your position of dominance is obsolete.
Like this anymore.
You can't do anything. You threaten me one more time, I'll call the cops, and guess what? You go to jail for nothing.
But if something happened, you would have to like find the biggest guy that you know and like befriend him. If you think about it, like you would need somebody who like you would want to follow into a fight. I don't really know.
I would totally play that smart guy angle. Like, you need me to help get you out of bad situations, and I need you for the same. We both benefit each other in different ways, because I can outthink ways, and you can just straight up kill people. So that's good enough.
I don't know if I know any outright people that I would be like, yeah, I'm gonna be with you because I could see you killing some people if it came down to it.
I know. I think I know a couple people that are crazy enough. I would definitely cling to them.
You got to go to their house like right away.
Absolutely.
You got to be second in command, or convince them to let you be first in command. That's the real way to do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, think about it. Nobody of dominance per se, like Caesar and all the people that they brought up, were these physical, crazy warrior brutes. They were just great leaders that rallied people for a cause that they had, and they happen to have really good ideas. I mean, fuck, look at Hitler. Just in terms of like, no, I'm serious.
They seem to have really great ideas. I mean, look at Hitler.
But I mean, in terms of execution, getting that many people and the level of conquering that he did, and the time span that he did it, like,
it's true.
Give credit where credit is due from a military perspective. That guy fucking motivated people.
Yeah, a lot of it is also historical perspectives too.
That's true.
Where like Germany was ready to accept somebody like Hitler, and he happened to be there to step into those shoes.
Oh, 100%. But it's not to say that even if he got the shoes, he still executed while there. Like, he
absolutely. Yeah, without question.
I mean, he's fucking crazy and did horrible things, but...
Alright, I have no segue for the next video, but I thought it was pretty interesting when I saw it, so let's just jump forward, I guess.
Alright, there we go. Let's just say, no matter the age of the human race, this is something that we have all got ourselves into at least once or twice. So let's.
That's the weirdest microphone I've ever seen in my life. Look at it. I mean, right? All right. I'm not very good at this kind of thing. No. Watch, I'm gonna read this thing. For decades, Shep Gordon has been one
So is he acting, or?
And respected talent managers.
Nah, my dude is trashed. He is ripped.
He's also currently the star and subject of the documentary Super Mensch, because he is a mensch. And I have been very, very lucky to have him in my life. He's someone I consider a great friend, somebody, an incredibly loyal.
I don't know though, because he did the whole Pirates of the Caribbean thing where he was always drunk.
And so.
Look at how he's standing though. He's like swaying from side to side and stuff.
Hold on, I want to hear.
What does it say? Can somebody? I mean, it's one of those nights.
I drove into Los Angeles, and there was a Hollywood Landmark hotel. The girl called me over and said she was Janis Joplin. She introduced me to Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix said, "Are you Jewish?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "You should be a manager." I said, "Great."
So, is it confirmed that he was actually drunk or not, though?
When was this? When was this?
This was, I don't know. The Hollywood Documentary Award? I don't know. Let's see if we can look it up.
I mean, I looked on Google, and I don't see anything on the top hits, and usually stuff like that's like, Johnny Depp wasted public. People traumatized. It's like...
it was posted on November 14th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on.
So,
here's all the stuff now. Okay.
But I mean, like, it's an award show. Like, they go to these things to get trashed and celebrate. So I don't think it's surprising at all. I don't even really think there's anything wrong with it. I just think it's funny.
I don't think he was that crazy that it warrants it being a big deal.
Yeah. I don't think it was so bad. I mean, I think it's not like he was the host. If you're the host, you can't be plastered on stage. But I mean, if you're just going up to like give an award for 30 seconds, I think you can kind of be a little tipsy or drunk and not necessarily be a big deal.
Has anyone ever considered the other alternative that he honestly hates going up there to present? So one sure way to never present ever again is go up wasted.
That's true. That's actually a really good point. I didn't think about it like that.
Like I said, he always did the Jack Sparrow or whatever, and that character was always drunk and kind of like, swaying around and stuff like that. So, I mean, he knows how to do it. He's made like 45 of his movies, so he's probably got that on point now.
It could have been a mixture of both, but he's always been a more introverted person and an introverted actor who's only worked with specific people or done specific roles, I think. So
yeah, that's true.
I think
he doesn't really have a big public persona.
Like, yeah, you never hear about Johnny Depp, and he's actually probably one of the more notable actors in Hollywood in terms of what he's actually done.
For sure.
But I think, look at one of the many people he worked with, Tim Burton. Like, that's not your average day person. That's just a strange dude.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, so, anyway, so let's just, based on this next video is, let's just say this person deserves what they got. So I'm just going to play that. It's the short one. We'll just watch it.
I love Dan's intros. I would lose it.
Oh, shit.
What an asshole. I fucking hate people. You're so impatient and dumb. They're like, I'm just going to drive in oncoming traffic and hope everything works out. Here we go.
You should not be driving, when all the traffic is like this, you should not be driving this way into it and then trying to turn. Like, it's not going to work. You're creeping your little front end out, like you're not going to get hit, and the guy just destroyed him.
I had a guy today, this fucking morning driving in. There's
this tiny little car.
It's an illegal U-turn. Like I know the section the guy's coming from. It says no U-turn when I'm driving into work today. He just fucking does a U-turn, the 2-lane traffic with everyone fucking down 55. Like you want to die. You want to die. The guy behind him had to slam on his brakes. Like
people just don't think. They just don't think. They're like, oh shit, I got to turn around. They just don't think about it.
Me turn now. I'm gonna turn now. Like I'm turning now, and they just turn. They just do it. There's, basically, if I was the person that was driving and I hit this guy, this is basically what I would do to him in the next video. So.
Was this the Ping Pong World Championship?
What's that? You peek your front end out? You peek your front end out? What's that?
What the hell was that about?
Get your fucking paddle out of here, kid.
Kid got crushed 11-6. You're terrible. Give up.
Why?
I mean,
why did he push the judge? And why is the kid a judge? Why is this
Oh,
all
they're all
kid-based
kids.
activity?
It's
Like,
Kid Town.
this is a country run by children. I would fucking love.
I mean, I guess he was pissed because he was the one putting the points on the board, but I mean,
He shook the other guy's hand and then he just fucking pushed that guy down. Only in Russia, dude. Only in Russia. If that was in the States, fucking prison for everybody. They'd all.
Have you ever played ping pong and gotten like super into it where you can like actually hit them? It's always like super timid games of ping pong that I play that you're like trying to just get it over the net and
If I
back swinging full speed.
If I get 2 successful volleys, I consider that a successful night.
Right, exactly.
That's all you can ask for. I mean, there's always people that are better. You know what I wish I was better at, because I think it's just one of those things that all guys should be able to do, is play pool. And I can't play pool for shit. And I've never
Really?
learned
It's
how
a
to
math
play.
game. I feel like you'd be into it.
Yeah, but I don't know any of the technique to like actually hitting the ball. I always fuck it up horribly.
I mean,
We'll play pool when I come back. It's fun. It's a really good game.
That's what I mean. Pool's always one of those things where everyone's like, I want to play pool, and everyone in the room's like, yeah, and I'm like, fuck, still don't know how to play.
It's a fun game.
It's just never.
Deepest secret. I don't know how to play pool.
I can't whistle. I can't play pool, dude.
I could play like 8-ball, but I can't do like behind the back and like spin it around in the whole table and back around and like it hits the 3 exact balls that I want to.
I'd be fine with just making contact with the ball and getting it in a hole. If I could get that down.
That's what she said. Alright, so I'm just going to segue into the next video. Speaking of, you know, other people in other countries doing dumb stuff, I guess you could say. This guy, I don't know what he's thinking, but let's just say.
I love Dan. Dan, your fucking intros are the goddamn best. I just want to throw that out there. They make my fucking day.
Ой, ёбаный рот.
Go back and play it again. I completely missed that.
Сука, блядь.
Okay, so we'll play that one more time because it happens kind of quick. So I'm gonna start from the beginning and then we'll let it play out all the way through.
Поняла где? Все стоит. Ой, ёбаный рот.
I love the dude runs full speed out of there as fast as he can.
I mean, where's he going?
He's probably running from the cops.
Урод, сука, ебаный.
I love how the cops stop, get out of the car, the one cop gets back in, the other cop's still outside of the car, kind of confused.
Well, I was gonna say that was really
That van held up pretty well, actually.
That was really comedic to me because it was something like where like the robber runs away. What's going on? Okay.
Sorry.
All right, we're good. That was like comedic to me because it was like something like out of a movie where like the police get confused and you have like that like the Benny Hill music like and then the cops get out and like look around. The guy's like
running
behind
around in circles around the car.
He's like behind a bush and he pokes out. The Russian's like over there, comrade.
I mean, I guess that was a stolen car because if you're gonna hit somebody with your own car and run, they're just gonna run your VIN or like look in the glove box.
Dude, I love the high knees. Like he was just
He was out.
going.
Yeah.
Like
No shock.
He was hunting deer. Let's just say he was hunting deer.
It didn't faze him at all, though. He was just like he had just gotten in a car accident and did not even care. Let's run now.
I wonder what he was actually running from. Like if he had just stolen the car, or the police were already on his trail, because they were there pretty quick, actually.
They were there really quick.
So I mean, it's possible that they were already, you know, like checking this guy out or something like that. And this guy was just freaking out. I mean, he was obviously just going crazy. So
yeah,
I don't know. Red light's the first way to be obvious in traffic. also smashing into people and running on foot. That'll help.
What's next? We got a Jurassic Park video?
Yeah, I figured I would lighten things up after these two, or actually three, kind of crashes and punches. So
This is violent.
Class 16.
She looks like a troll doll.
Well, what is going on? I'm freaked out right now.
I have no idea what that was.
Well, what did we just watch?
It's called Jellofaces because they're eating Jello in the scene. So then, if you see, like, it's like as if you were looking through Jello. That's their faces. I think that if my friend had that face on when I turned around, I would probably rather get eaten by the Velociraptor.
I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell that was.
That was
There's a new Jurassic Park coming out. You heard about that, right?
Yeah, I did.
Is it really? Is it really?
Yeah, they're casting for it, they're filming for it, all that good stuff. But
I'm only gonna watch it if Jeff Goldblum's in it. If Jeff Goldblum is not in it, then I am not watching that fucking movie.
Did he live? He lived through the first three, right? I don't know. Was he in the other one?
12. I have no idea, honestly.
I think he was in the first two.
The last one I saw, there was like a T-Rex in the United States or something like that, and I don't even.
Was there only two, or was there three?
There's three, but I think he was only in the first two.
Okay.
What's his name's been in all three of them? Who was the main guy? Like
the old guy.
Yeah, but how does no one know his name? He's like a famous actor. But no one.
What
knows.
else has he been in? He was the Jurassic Park guy.
He's the Jurassic Park guy. He's Jelloface. He's got a hat.
He's Jelloface.
Sam Neill? His name's Sam Neill. No, he's done a bunch of stuff, I think.
What else is he in?
Oh, I guess not. Event Horizon? That's the
Okay.
So he's the guy with the hat in the dinosaur movie. But,
He's the Jurassic Park guy.
Yeah, he's the Jurassic Park
guy with the hat.
So last week I had a video on here saying how I think that the whole soccer ball stuff should be a sport. Yeah, they had the stuff on. Well, I found another I guess sport or like something people do for fun with the soccer ball that I thought was really interesting. So I'm just gonna play it and tell me how you feel about it.
Okay. I feel like I'd be better at this than I would be at ping pong.
Calma, tranquilo, grábalo al caballo. Buena.
I would instantly fail. I'm not good at this.
Man, the rest of the world really loves soccer.
I've gotten fairly. I like soccer. I gotta admit, I've over the past couple of years, my cousin has season tickets to the Union. I've been to a few games. I got real into the World Cup. I'm a fan of soccer. I can appreciate it as a sport. I think it'll
How
become.
many people show up to those games?
The Union, they sell out, man. They do
Yeah,
well.
how many is the sellout for soccer? Isn't that like a ton of people?
I think it's like 30,000 there. I think
That's
maybe
great.
more. Yeah.
That's good. I think over the years they've been trying to push it more too in the United States because not as many people.
It's only 18,000.
Unless it's based on the World Cup, because then everybody, of course, is going to vote for America, and they watch the 5 games and then they never turn it on ever again.
Of course, and
until
soccer's their
100 years
favorite
later.
sport, and they tell you about how Portugal should have beat Brazil
have the
and
jerseys
Germany
with
should have
tags on
beat
them.
Russia or something.
I think the biggest thing with soccer was that we just didn't have homebred talent for the longest time. No one wants to watch a sport of the other country's B team players, which were our
I think it's a
starting
money
players.
thing. I think that soccer is a cheap sport, a relatively poor sport, and I think that in America we have money to play football, we have money to play baseball, we have money to play basketball.
I wouldn't say it's a poor sport. What do you mean by poor sport in terms of maintaining it?
As in,
or-
there's no barrier to entry. You buy a soccer ball, and then you and 16 of your friends can play soccer until the ball pops.
How's that any
You want
different
to play
than
football, you need pads, you need jerseys, you need equipment, you need balls, you need field time.
You still need stuff for soccer. You need cleats. You need little kids use shin guards.
You go to these little towns, though, and they don't have shin guards. They're just fucking playing soccer.
I just think that football really took America by storm, and that's really what the issue was. Is we pretty much created football in a sense the way it is now. I mean, we're the only. I mean, yeah, we did. So it's like if you're in America, you're watching football. You're not going to be watching soccer, or you will watch soccer, but it's not going to be your main sport. There's basketball, you know what I mean? And it's not the news or like the coverage for soccer isn't as great it is for other sports like baseball or basketball. There's not as much drama, things like that. At least that we are aware of.
Well, that's what circles back to my main point of like football. We made the sport, so then everyone who played football was an American, right? So then everybody was interacting in our own country, and those people were hometown heroes. They were people that you had grown up with, like. Soccer for the longest time in the States was some guy from Europe who was 35 who couldn't play anymore for their professional team, so he got bought out by some shitty American team, then he played for us. David Beckham came during the twilight of his career when everything was fading out. Like he was our best player.
That's true.
So I think it's just one of those things. I think over time it'll catch back up because I mean soccer players are the most profitable players in terms of actually how much they make.
Are they? Yeah.
Yeah. Like for the most famous ones, like Ronaldo and like Messi and like all those or Messi rather, like all those guys that are like top tier like strikers, they get paid a shit ton. I think Real Madrid's roster was worth over $1 billion at one point. Like
wow, holy shit.
Yeah.
You got to think
that's a lot of money.
They're not just sales from just the United States. They're getting sales from all over the place because everybody watches soccer. So if they're a great player, everybody's going to be buying that jersey from around the world. It's not just like a specific area buying them.
That's the main thing is like you'll support your hometown team, but like look at it like football or baseball. Like if you're the star player at baseball, you get so much traction even from people who appreciate the sport, enjoy you as a player, basically. So when the whole world appreciates soccer, and then they all like appreciate you as a player. So.
Yeah, that's true.
So, this next video is really an introduction. It's a short one, but it's just something, again, to break it up.
I feel like that's something that you or PJ would totally do, and then send the video to just us though. Like if you had a weird toilet, that's totally a face in video.
That's what it sounded like. But that's just something real quick. I mean, the next video I want to get into is actually
He's got a hoverboard in his toilet, dude. That's what it is. It's a fucking hoverboard.
Yeah. Fuck you, hoverboard.
The next video is really cool. I wanted to show you guys. It's something I saw that kind of gives you the illusion of what a lot of people don't really understand too much, or it's not really as common. So I'm just going to play it, and it can relate to, a famous actor is really known for it, speaking of hoverboards. So here we go.
The best intros. The fucking best intros. I love them so much. Where's our video, Dan?
It's giving me a delay. Give me 1 second here.
You segued so beautifully.
What is this, body illusion?
Body illusion, yes. Basically just needs a second. But yeah, the video is really interesting. You see how technology is really showing people, what it's like to live like others. So you can kind of experience it, and in a sense we can maybe help it. It's a little weird how they do it, so once it actually turns on, we'll be able to see what I'm talking about.
A priest of prey. It's a video. Oh shit.
And your R2's open capture.
I clicked OK. What does that mean?
He's gonna take pictures of us.
Why are you taking pictures of us? We're trying to play nice videos, and you're here taking pictures of us?
What is going on? Oh.
Oh. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, so here we go. So here's the video. Sorry about the long delay, but here we go. I'm just going to get into it. It's 2 minutes, so it's a little bit longer, but I think it's interesting.
Hold your right hand behind mine on the screen. My hand is now your hand. Follow it. Ladies and gentlemen. Do as I do. One step in.
Should we be doing this?
Well, I've been told by my wife.
No, we don't have to do it.
I think it might be a case of...
Oh, okay.
Can't say. Seriously, though. This man...
The voice is talking to the person that's holding the contraptions.
What can I say about the groom? Well, I've been told by my wife to behave myself, so... That's weird. Nerves. Must just be nerves. You just need to grip the spoon more tightly.
Okay, so it's some sort of like robot that makes your hands move around all wacky, like you got Parkinson's?
Quick. Lower it before someone notices.
In addition to that, if you see he's holding a screen, so the bowl's actually empty, but on the screen is showing like the soup or the other things that he's seeing.
Military vehicles built roads, bridges. This voice has reassured hundreds of men at a time. Issued life-saving instructions in the middle of a war. What is happening to me?
I thought you might need some water, sir.
Thanks.
I hate the fact that just because like they're trying to show Parkinson's, they make the waiter all condescending and shit on purpose.
Oh, look.
Yeah, I don't even think anybody would do that. They would be like, God, this guy's got some serious problems. Let me see if he needs some water.
I won't have even touched a drop. Too tired to hold his child, unable to read his child a bedtime story because he can't keep the book still enough to read it. Oh, who cares what he thinks? He's the least of my worries. I wanted a water and here it is. So drink up and go and practice the speech before they serve the main course. A few sips will loosen whatever's sticking in my mouth and then I'll be good to go. God. If I can't hold a glass, who's going to hold my wife's hand?
That's a terrible lunch, by the way. Tomato soup and water in a wine glass.
Protect them. What's wrong with your dad? Is he drunk? Is he really old?
You throw grilled cheese in there, maybe. We got to do.
What's he gonna do to me, eh? Shake me to death? He can't even run. I could walk like a pigeon and still get away from him. Oh God.
So I'm gonna leave it. I'll leave it there. I think it's interesting how they did it, but I definitely think they didn't need to make it so depressing in a sense. I guess they have to give you that idea that that's what it's like. But like you said, the waiter would not be that condescending, I don't think.
I don't like the inner monologue of just straight despair, right? I think there's definitely some people that if they got a disease that was so life-changing like Parkinson's is, like it's a complete different, you're going to have to approach your life differently in a sense.
Right.
Some people are going to be that way, like, oh my god, how am I going to do all these things? But I don't think necessarily everyone has this overwhelming depression mind state. If they just,
yeah, about I think all the time.
This whole video was like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? And
I mean, I guess if it was your first time ever experiencing it, you might be a little freaked out and kind of have these crazy thoughts. So, I mean, if that's what it was trying to do, like it was your first time ever getting the shakes in a sense.
Yeah.
Then maybe.
I don't think you'd think that though. I think you'd be like, why the fuck am I shaking? I think that's your first thought. I don't think your first thought is I'm never gonna hold my kids again. I think your first thought is, oh my god, my hand's shaking uncontrollably. What the hell am I gonna do right now? Like,
yeah,
that's true.
And the waiter, it was just too long. It was just too long.
Have you guys ever seen those things they have? Like you can get apps for your phones that will play back your voice to you in a close enough interval that it makes you stutter.
Really? No, I haven't.
Yeah, they're called voice jammers. We should do it next week. We should all download it and then try it on the air because it's fucking hilarious.
Can I propose a way to close the show, which is we all pick a random word and you search for a YouTube video, or do we not want to do
that? We'll see how it goes.
I mean,
so like Dan picks a word, you pick a word, I pick a word, and then we take those 3 words and Dan types it in the search bar in any order that he likes, and we click the first video that comes up.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Let's give it a shot.
But before we do that, I'll do that in a second. Or you want to try that right now? Was that what you're saying?
I don't care. I just said a way to close the show. So.
Yeah, I think that's good because we got in trouble for using a song. So if you
I mean, I got that a little different. But yeah, we'll do that. We could try that out.
Not this week. Sorry, guys.
All right, the next video basically showing this video of what could happen in these rare cases. This guy's enjoying life. That's all I'll say. So.
Okay.
Anyone notices he's blindfolded?
What is he doing? What a weirdo.
Just working out, bro.
Lunatic.
Feeling the moment.
What a
In his
natural.
mind, he's
Dude,
wherever
you're
he
doing
wants
it
to
right.
be.
Like, use both your legs and stuff.
I mean, I guess that's why he's having the blindfold on, because he doesn't want to see other people seeing him dance on the elliptical.
He's just embarrassed.
He's
so
still a world of his own.
If you're that embarrassed, then why are you doing it? That's my whole thing. It's like...
You know what? If I had a weird hobby where I like to blind my full self and run an elliptical, you know what I would do? I'd buy a fucking elliptical is what I'd do. I'd buy a fucking home elliptical and then I would dance my heart out. I would just do whatever I gotta do, but not in public, man. I don't even want to run
I wonder how much those
normally in
things are.
public.
An elliptical.
My parents got one. I think they're like 700.
Yeah,
That's
a little
reasonable, I guess.
Is it? I mean, you could just go to the gym.
Is it?
Well, it seems like a fair price. I agree with you.
I mean, you guys spent $700 so you can dance on your elliptical at home. I mean, that's why it's
Dance
to
on
the
it.
gym. I can
Well, I
dance
mean, like Bowflexes aren't Bowflexes like
from behind.
Bowflexes are like thousands of dollars. They're like
right. So if I can get an
ellipticals aren't
elliptical
that
machine,
bad. They're
that's
they're
a
like
bigger deal.
They're like 400.
That's not so bad.
4 to 800.
I have to say though that I don't know if he's not confident or confident, but I would definitely not be doing that in the gym dancing around. So
I don't know what that is.
But that was kind of funny, but
And that's saying something because you dance around in public all the time at random times.
But not on the elliptical.
It's
The gym
true.
is a very serious place.
it's true. I like to dance, but definitely not
No
on the
fooling
elliptical.
around at the
And it's dangerous. Keep both feet on the machine. What is this? This isn't a playground. What kind of rules are we teaching our children
Grow
here? That's why we can't have nice things. Speaking of parents, I'm just going to play the next video. It's I would say we've all had a moment in our life where our parents have embarrassed us in a sense. So I'm just going to play it, and then you guys can tell me how you feel.
I'm going to sing Sherloid by Sherloid or Rebecca G. Then. And don't forget all the trouble we got into.
Why does somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit?
What do you mean?
Well, it was fucking one of yous. Disgusting! Does somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit?
What do you mean?
Well, it was fucking one of yous. Disgusting!
Why do they still upload the video after that?
Because they don't know how to... I don't think kids know how to edit. I think that's... Oh, is PJ still muted? Am I still muted?
Can you hear me?
It's showing
That
mute
was weird.
symbols on people. Yeah, hold on. You gotta like click... Dan, you gotta unmute it from the top. It like bugged out. You gotta click the little microphone at the top of your
There we go.
screen. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, have you guys ever? I'm sure we've all had that moment where our parents kind of just bust in while we're doing something that we don't really want them to bust in. And of course, they're going to say something like that.
These kids are super young. It's this whole generation of like internet kids who go online and they like have these internet blogs and they act like they're old mature people. And like she just got completely called out.
She did, and she's like a little girl. She's like, "Oh, what's up? Yeah, I took a shit and didn't flush."
So is it a cultural thing where your mother comes in and just drops F-bombs on you, or did I just not have that kind of childhood?
They are trashy people.
Okay.
They're
I wasn't sure.
relatively low-class people as far as I can guess.
I didn't want to be an uneducated American, but she's like, you little shit! You little fuckface! I'll fucking burn your corpse! And she just slams the door.
I mean, she could have been a little angry. I mean, I've heard some parents curse before.
4-year-olds? They look like look at the one on the right.
No way. The one on the right is probably like 5, maybe 5 or 6. The one on the left has got to be like
12
or 9.
Yeah, 10 or 10, 11.
So, I mean, next time flush the toilet and you won't get screamed at. What the hell?
Ferret does it all the time. I bet the mom comes into the bathroom every day and there's just a bunch of shit in the toilet.
That's probably why she freaked out. And at that point, I believe that's reasonable. You shit in the toilet 10 times and you don't flush. I'm gonna tell you who took a fucking shit.
And it was definitely the older one, because the little one instantly denied it. And look at the face in the older one right there. That's the face of somebody. That's the face of somebody who just got busted for taking a shit and not flushing.
Her internet show is ruined now. All of her subscribers.
What if it was a live stream? What if it was a live stream, man?
Yeah, exactly. It's even worse.
Right, so, I think let's do the video. I'll take a random word because I got one thing I want to end with actually. So let's do this right before the ending video because the ending video is nice, calm, gentle way to leave. So
we're all going to come up with words separately and then join them together when we're done.
So
everybody, tell me a word right now. A random word. Ready? PJ, go.
Skip me. I'm still thinking.
A random word. It's not anything.
Shout it. You just gotta shout it.
Just spoon.
Spoon. Okay.
Unicorn.
Unicorn. And I'm gonna type in fart. So I'm searching for spoon, unicorn, fart.
Or you could put it in any order you wanted to, if that doesn't come back with anything. It's like unicorn, spoon, and fart, or whatever you wanted to do.
I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get anything out of this. We'll see.
Let's see what happens here.
Spoon,
you find anything interesting?
I got something for us. I'm not gonna watch it, but it's the third video. So let me just add this to the playlist real quick.
Alright guys, just so you know, we're looking up spoon unicorn fart, and we're taking the third video, and we're just all going to watch it together.
Let's see how it goes. Let's see.
Let's see how it goes. Where did it go? I lost it.
I'm just waiting Dan to get flagged for content. Like, click yes to proceed.
No.
I feel like we'd have to go with yes at that point. Just enjoy the ride.
Have to.
I'm about those spoon unicorn farts, man.
Of course.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I have to back.
Fucking spoon, PJ? And fart, man?
You said unicorn. What is going to come up for unicorn? They don't even exist, bro.
They do on the internet.
I guess.
It's all about making it interesting.
Lifestyle counter-rap sessions?
I was the first word.
Dude, we got a Russian video. This is guaranteed.
Good. That's okay. I brought you some chicken soup to make you feel better.
Yeah, I'm fairly happy with that. I'm happy that turned out the way it did.
Well and better than expected.
I think that we should probably watch that one more time, actually.
Alright.
Because I think that was pretty great. So I'm just gonna play that.
Unicorn farts.
I'm just gonna play that again.
Everyone's outed it. Everyone's outed the unicorn tick. We got a Russian video. That's the holy grail. When fucking Sergey uploads your video, this is not what we... This is ferrets!
It jumped to the wrong video. I apologize. Well, either way, we got to watch it at least one time, but... that was
one more video for us?
Dude, there was so much stuttering and freezing on the webcams this week. I don't know why.
There is. I have one more video for us. I'm just going to move it into the proper place because things are jumping around here. It's not letting me...
Is this our fade-out video?
It's going to be our fade-out video. So we'll end things here today, if I can get it to work.
Can you just skip through it? I think next.
No. So hold on.
Which one is it?
Race-matic.
This is the fast-paced recap of everything you guys just watched. Just really, really fast, though.
I'm gonna sing Charlotte by...
Good. That's okay. I brought you some chicken soup to make you feel better.
What the hell?
That's
what is going on right now?
Good. That's okay. I brought you some chicken soup to make you feel better.
Why are they outside?
She's just blowing fucking soup everywhere, bro. You gonna do that inside? We're still muted?
Right.
What is going on?
I don't know what's going on with this video.
So, I mean, that's the. Can we play the next one? Let's see.
Oh, see, look, it was uploaded by Unicorn Farts. That's why we picked it up. The video was uploaded by Unicorn Farts. And there's a spoon in the video. Google is fucking amazing. They are amazing. Our shit's still muted, guys. Just so you know. Everyone who wasn't me, you're muted.
Yeah.
Great.
So, I guess we had to watch that a few times for everyone to enjoy it.
PJ's muted again.
So let's get the auction underway. On the first
But basically, this is where I wanted to end this week's cast. And since last week we got flagged for using an actual video of someone famous, I did something that's a little bit more homemade in a sense. So, I guess we'll just fade out with this. And,
best intros, best outros, man. You got it all.
World's Worst Podcast, episode 9. Week 9, doing it.
Oh, shit.
Alright.
Like, subscribe.
This is
all
the
that
Russian
stuff,
name.
right?
I thought the Russian person uploaded the Unicorn Farts video, but they uploaded this one. Alright, Sergey. See what you got.
Actually, can you hit play for me on this one?
Yep. Here we go.
Underway on the first cow here. Who's got 55? 55, 55, no, say no, 7, 7, 7, away, but I know 9, 9, 9, 59, 60, 60, 60, 60, 1, but 1 now, 60, but 1 now, 1, but 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, but 4, 60, but 4 now, 4 now, 5, but 5, but now, 4, 4, 4 now, has, 84, 4 now, 5,
all right.
55, 5, but half.
But this guy actually talks this fast. How can you buy anything from this man?
He looks like the guy from It's Always Sunny.
65.
He's Mac.
21.
I think he looks at the kid from Sixth Sense growing up, and now this is what he does for a living.
Yeah, that too.
72, table, you know, have but 3, 3, but 3, have, but 3, but have, but 4 now, 70, but 4 half, 4 now, half, but 4 now, quarter, have, but 4, 75, 4 now, 5, 5, but 5 now, quarter.
How did you even find this? Like, what were you doing where you stumbled upon this?
Sometimes you just gotta live fast, die young. You know what I mean? You just gotta go for the action. You can't be messing around.
I don't know what's going on here. This is not going well.
So
why does he have a corsage as well? Is that standard for auctioneers who wear a suit?
This is prom night. This is his prom.
It's fancy. I mean, maybe he's in Texas or something because he's got the hat. Because no one's wearing this hat.
It has the location right there. It's right in front of you.
SK. Where is that?
It's
SK.
not Texas.
South Korea.
South Korea. It's possible. You know what? I hope we get some South Korean viewers. Just because we gave them the shout out now.
Yeah, because
what up, South Korea?
You know what the South Korean viewers are gonna do? Watch
Korean.
50 minutes where we randomly say the word South Korea, and they're gonna interpret that was for them.
I'm gonna put it in the tags.
There you go. But yeah, that's basically where I wanted to end this week. With all these videos that we decided to do.
It's Saskatchewan, by the way.
Oh, Canada.
Gotcha. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I think.
Get this out of here. Get this.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
It's not our outro song, Dan. That's not.
I'm not. But basically, I hope everybody enjoyed this week and all the videos that we had to offer. We hope you guys had fun watching. And
if you guys have random word combinations, put them in the comments below.
Yeah. If you want us to watch something,
please comment.
Just comment, like, subscribe. I mean, we've been coming at you weekly. We need some love.
We have been. We're reliable.
Love.
Kind of.
Does anyone else find it funny? And I know you're gonna hate me, but I have to say this before we leave. But under my recommended videos, I have Hitler reacts the 2, and just the fact that Hitler is in my recommended videos is.
Of course, Google knows what you like.
it just makes my heart warm.
All right, everybody. Have a great week.
All right.
Next
Till
week.
next
Peace
week.
out.
Goodbye. All right.